Before returning to Egypt with my brother Aaron, I told him everything that God told me at the burning bush. At first he didn't believe me, but I convinced him, and we told all the elders. I told him that God said he had heard the prayers of the enslaved Hebrew people. He assured me that he would be there to protect us, and gave me some miracles to perform to convince the king. Because I had trouble speaking, I told Aaron he would be doing all the talking for me. When we arrived at the palace, we stood before Pharaoh and said, "The God of Israel says, 'Let his people go.'" Pharaoh couldn't believe our boldness. He got angry and made the Hebrew people work even harder. We went back again and said, "The God of Israel says, 'Let his people go.'" Pharaoh demanded proof that our God was real. So Aaron threw down his staff and it turned into a snake. But Pharaoh's magicians did a trick of their own. They threw down their staffs, and those turned into snakes too. But then something amazing happened. Aaron's snake swallowed up all the other snakes. Still, Pharaoh's heart was hard. He refused to let the people go. Then God decided it was time to teach Pharaoh a lesson. He sent terrible plagues, one after another. First, God turned the water in the Nile River into blood. All the fish died. Next, he sent thousands of frogs that hopped everywhere. Then came gnats and flies, covering the land. After that, the animals got sick and died, and people broke out in painful sores. But Pharaoh still said no. Then came thunder and hail that smashed the crops. Lightning struck and started fires. After that, God sent thick darkness that lasted 3 whole days. Still, Pharaoh refused to give in. Finally, Moses gave Pharaoh one last warning. At midnight, God will come, and every firstborn son in Egypt will die, even your own son. God told the Israelites to smear lamb's blood on their door frames. That night, when death passed through Egypt, it did not enter the homes marked with the blood. The next morning, there was crying all over Egypt. Every firstborn son had died, even Pharaoh's son. At last, Pharaoh gave up. He told Moses and Aaron, "Take your people and go." And just like that, after hundreds of years, the Hebrew people were finally free.